things set up, ready to happen. Around the world, we're getting everybody connected in. Let's just make sure I have all the details here for you on our update. We'll get some cameras up, booted up, ready to go. Good to have everybody here today. And again, my name is Steve Barron from USA. We have Arthur Zablocki, head of affiliates in the UK, and also Samantha Tan down in Australia. And we're waiting for, of course, our CEO. He's probably working all his great content he's got coming your way. And guys, listen, the game industry is an exciting space all the way around. A lot of things that we're working on behind the scenes. I know we've been behind the scenes for a long time, but you know what? We've been paying out every single second of the day with our platform. And that's what's most important to us, making sure our folks get paid every single day as they share the opportunity, as they share the business with people all over the world and people that are onboarding every single day here at Super One. Some other great updates, guys. You see all the things happening in the NFT world. You'll see all the excitement rolling out here in the next several days. With that, I don't have all the details on it, but of course our CEO will. And once we get that details and information ready to roll, we got a big day ready for you. Now, listen, some other great updates for you in your back office. If you haven't seen all the updates, Arthur and the team are really working hard, guys, on all the infrastructure teams, all the stuff that we've got coming out for the future. Really the future is today, right? Meaning that as you've got onboarded people, you're integrating people into the platform. You have some depth view you'll have in the future, some amazing stuff that Arthur and the team are working on. And of course, Samantha down there in Australia. Good to see everybody. Adam on scene somewhere around the world. And we're so thankful that you're here today. Arthur, talk a little bit about some of the things that are happening with some of the new updates. I know we had an update on Friday, yesterday. Great stuff coming away. You guys are working hard behind the scenes. Talk a little bit about with some folks today. Let them know what's happening.
Super. Thank you, Steve. So our development team effectively was divided into two groups, and that's how all the development teams work. People have different expertise. Some people do front-end development, dealing with the stuff that people can see, users can see, and other people do back-end development. It's all the programming, all the code, all the things, all the links that need to happen in the background. So whilst the core team over the last 2 weeks was working on the backend for the development of the NFT store, we had our front-end team that was finally managed to release this massive feature to the personal team. Actually, whilst we're here, guys, if you could just send out the links again in the groups. I see messages popping up now, people are asking for the link. We had a little bit of a late start. So personal team is a massive improvement, because with this feature, you are now finally able to connect with your personal members, your direct members, however you call them. So you can just simply go to the personal team, click on view details, and then you will see either the phone or email or both, depending on what your personal members have connected, have added into the system. We will be expanding that feature a little bit. We'll be making some slight changes. Some of you have already seen a rough design that I finished actually like at 6 o'clock in the morning. This is the biggest thing. The second biggest thing is, and that's to do with the retention, with the attrition. Every single opportunity out there, every single business out there has people that are in for a little while, and then you see them going elsewhere. So what we've done is we're now allowing you to see contact information for your sponsor, and then your second upline and your third upline. Just in case it so happened that your sponsor is not active in a business or something happens to your sponsor. We had members who unfortunately passed away these past 12 to 18 months. So now you have a chance to also reach out. You have an opportunity to reach out to other people who are also financially benefiting. So it is in their interest to be supporting you. Very, very important. So we've added that. Now, to do with the NFT store, it will be coming out next week. We have, again, the backend development has finished this past week. The team has been working on the front end, on an actual design of the store. The NFT store will be sitting on top of the super.one domain. So you don't need any, because we had all sorts of questions these past few weeks. You don't need to have any Binance account opened up. You don't need to verify. You don't need to go and do the KYC on Binance. Don't worry about any of that. The platform will be a part of the super.one domain. You'll be using exactly the same credentials, exactly the same username and password to log in. Your credits will be pulled from your Super One account. So it's going to be very simple. It's going to be very intuitive, very easy. That's going to be the version 1 of the platform. At a later stage, we will introduce interoperability, where you will also be able to extract your NFTs and upload them to other platforms like OpenSea, maybe potentially the marketplace that Binance opened up. We know that this has been a tremendous hit for Binance. They've got massive artists and authors there. Of course, Super One also completed the application, but again, we're waiting for our turn because it's going to take absolutely ages to hear back from these guys. So that's on the development. It's important to mention, we're working on one final feature to complete the mini packs. I know that some of you are very hot on that. Some of you are asking all the time, when is that coming out? It's coming. We've got one little final piece of the puzzle that needs to be released, that needs to be completed. And from then on, you'll be able to, I'm not sure if you can hear the knocking, but I'm just in a park. It's been a crazy morning for us. I'm just going to move away. Kids, dogs, everything. So, yes. So once this feature is installed, you'll be able to use your mini packs or the balance that you have in the package control center as a true sample package. We know that there are many opportunities, many companies within the network marketing space that use samples where you can test the product without making a major financial commitment. And this is what we are going to have. You'll be able to gift somebody with a $10 package, with a $10 mini pack, or somebody would simply purchase that $10 mini pack themselves. 100% of the commission is going back to the sponsor, and you will be able to finally use that money, use those $10 commissions to purchase more mini packages. So that's this missing piece. But guys, there's just so much more. Again, I said this so many times. We're designing things all the time. We're designing things much faster than they're actually being developed right now because of the focus on products as well. So there's so much more that is coming.
Yeah, fantastic, Arthur. Arthur, stay tight there with me because I want to ask you some questions also. You know, as I got information from our CEO this morning, really last night, guys, and really in reading more in depth of the message he sent me, here's some information. This is really amazing because not only from what Arthur's updates for our systems and all the tools and what we're doing in the field, what we're doing behind the scenes, but also the NFT store, guys. This is happening this week. So here's some things he sent me that I get to share with you. Of course, we're going to be doing this is a field update from all of us here to share to the field with you around the world. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So just so you know, some of you guys say, where's Andreas? What are we going to be able to do? It's us today, right? We're in the structure of the company to help make sure we facilitate the information out there to the field. But Arthur, you know, one thing he sent over to me, you know, a relationship with Hawani, which is kind of cool. They have 500 million customers worldwide, and we're going to be in partner relationship with them. This is something that's already taken place. This is going to be a huge thing for us. We'll have some details roll out to that. And Andreas working on that white paper list, guys. That's another big thing for us, Arthur. Just some more stability for us in the community, making sure people not only feel excited about it, not only our legitimate company that we are, who we are. It's a big project, guys. From Samantha working in our social media division, guys, we had some great updates yesterday with our Bali team. Exciting things happening with all the NFT stuff that they're working on. And we're also, Arthur, he talked about that we're going to releasing out 50 player cards of NFT to start with all the associations to the game itself. The other aspect he talked about, of course, having a customer relationship and customer service worldwide with over 500 million users they have in their platform relationship in conjunction now with Super One. So I'm not talking out of turn. This is definitely all the stuff that Andreas wanted me to facilitate with Arthur and Samantha. And really, guys, when you think about your business, when Arthur said something about coming in and out, in and out, in and out, that's really the game, right? That's what people are going to do even in the game, Arthur. So even the same thing in business, guys. We know a lot of you are spinning plates out there. A lot of you are saying, hey, I want Super One to be my home. I want it to be my fully functional business that I'm excited about. But you have to have a little intestinal fortitude, though. You have to say, do I believe in this project? And when I bring on people, I've got to let them know there's going to be a little time for game time release. I got to let them know there's a little time for different products that are updated. But we're not going anywhere, guys, but up. So in knowing that, it gives you the opportunity to still build your community, just like when you add a Facebook client, folks. When you add a Facebook friend, do you get upset at Facebook because they didn't send an information? No, you don't get upset at anybody, right? You're just adding people to your client list of your Facebook community. Same here, but you get paid to do it as a new customer or a new affiliate with your platform here at Super One. So let's talk about some of the tools that you're using. Are you using the 4 videos that we have? Are you using even the video that we just released just about a month ago, which is a powerful introduction video? If you share that video that we share in the Zooms every day, you're like, wow, I could share that out very simply to intrigue somebody, go, there's something here. Now, guys, listen, both Arthur, Samantha, myself, other leaders here, we know what's happening out there in the crypto space. That's not our focal point. That's our supportive point. That means that what pays us every single second of the day is our XRP ledger. Wonderful. We love it. If something changes in the future, we'll be ready for that. But the game space, NFT store, NFT model, that is, again, another focal point to us. So when you really understand about, we're unique, guys. There's not a lot of people out there doing what we're doing right now. There's other games and other stuff out there, but nothing when you take what I consider, I started back a year and a half ago with talking about the perfect storm. When you take a crypto payment system, a game element, and the network marketing arena, combine those together, you do have a perfect storm. So, Arthur, a lot of things that we talk about every day, compensation plans running. One of our biggest days yesterday, another great day in sales all over the world. Japan, thanks for all your hard efforts. You guys are doing a great job. Canada, of course, doing some great things out there. The Philippines, Germany, UK, Australia, all the places, everywhere, little pockets, guys. If you're coming in or out and you're onboarding one person a week or one person a month, thanks for doing that. You believe in the project like we do. We wouldn't be here, guys. I promise you, we would not be here. There's professionals here. Arthur is 6 and 7 figures. Samantha, 6 and 7 figures. Myself, 6 and 7 figures. It's not about the money aspect. We believe in the community. We believe in you. And we believe in what we're building together as a family. So, Arthur, highlight some things when they talk about the game aspects, in and out, but how fun it is for us to have people win $10, $100, $1,000, that interaction that's going to be exciting about it, but also in some of the tools that we have already right now. We'll talk a little bit about that for some folks.
So that's one of the reasons why I released those messages gone out in the evening yesterday to do with the credits, to do with the tokens, to do with the NFT cards, is, again, 2 things, essentially. It's what you've mentioned about the market, because when you look at some of the digital opportunities, that's where the focus is solely on the tokens. They can only exist if there is a bull market. The moment the market turns bear or the market starts consolidating, you see them just going away. And that's not our focus. Again, some people can decide that they will make that their focus inside of Super One. I don't know how many times I said it. Focus on the credits, focus on the products. Tokens is a cherry on top. You cannot treat it any other way, because we have no idea how much money we're going to be able to get for our tokens. We have no idea. It's the market that will decide. Right now it's $10 for one token, but it can only buy one. The system, the Pancake Swap will literally not let you to purchase 2 super tokens, because we have not released any liquidity on the market. So trading is impossible. From December, we're going to start allowing people to withdraw some of the money from the system, start trading, buying, selling. Now, credits. You can now see what you can do with them. You will be able to spend them to play the games where you can win money. Games will be very affordable. At some point, we will also have free games where you don't actually have to spend any money, spend any credits. Simply you watch an advertising from the brands that will be advertising inside of Super One. And because we are creating some eyeballs essentially on the products, on the products that they will be advertising, These companies are then in return creating prizes that people will be able to win. So that's essentially how this is going to work. And it's a fantastic way of actually increasing your customer base. You'll be simply able to share links with people to games that are free. You'll be able to send them a mini pack where they can sign up, receive 100 credits, 10 tokens, play some games where they can win money without necessarily spending just yet. Just get a taster of what this platform is going to be about. Steve talked about this big marketplace. We're not just planning to be available inside the iOS or Android ecosystems. We will be expanding. There are other huge phone manufacturers, app store developers like Huawei, and there are others. It's not just them. So we will be, of course, reaching out to them, looking for a potential partnership, or simply become clients, become a client of their platforms, looking how easily we can adopt the Super One game and the back office to make sure that people who have these devices, Huawei phones or other type of phones, they can also download the app and participate in the ecosystem. So there's so much happening. But again, the biggest news is the release of the NFT store next week. There are so many people who are just sitting on the fence and waiting for that first product that will accept credits, because that's essentially what this is going to be. So many people who said, we need this NFT store, and then we're moving full steam.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Arthur. And for people, listen, I've been in the industry a long time, guys, like everybody here sitting on our panel today. It's important to realize that if you can generate income now, we know there's an instant culture out there. Arthur's exactly right about the tokens. Think about people that start with a major company like IBM or Microsoft, and they say, we're going to give you stock options. Do you go to the company tomorrow after you started the day before going, hey, when do I get those stock options? Do they start coming in today? When do I get those payments? You don't do that. It's 10, 20, 30, 40 years later. You may have the potential to utilize that. And that's still just what they call a stock option. See, that's what's happened to the tokenomics of the world of business. Everybody thinks about this instant way of making money off the other efforts of other people. And that's, guys, listen, we've got all that. That's the long term. But the short term is you onboarding a brand new person. If you can't sell somebody a $500 package, then get plugged into our training. Get plugged into our training. We'll show you approach. We'll show you introduction. Whatever language you speak, we'll make sure we get it translated in your language to make sure how simple it is. If you share with somebody how simple it is to onboard, and what do they get? Game credits. They get tokenomics. They get the business model. They get access to the app. Guys, we don't charge a monthly fee for our app. We don't charge an annual thing for our app. It's free to use in business. So what does it really cost you for business? $100? $500? Where do you need to spend your money? You need to spend it in marketing ways to attract more people into your business. Any marketer that's worth their salt in this industry, we always say, go to your warm market, go to your contacts, go to the network. That's fine. That's all free revenue. But real serious marketers like Samantha that does online stuff with Facebook, that does online social media connections, like Arthur, all of us that know how to do that, but she's also a specialist. She'll be working that also area as we release content for Super One for all of us. And that's going to be exciting, guys, because we've never seen that movability that you'll see inside the app, where you can click and all of a sudden there's a Facebook connection and boom, someone on board. Or all of a sudden you send out a campaign and boom, there's 10 people looked at your link and they go, wow, 4 of them onboarded for free. And then boom, they want more information, and boom, they want to onboard. Boom, they want to get XRP. And now you're starting to build a real business. When you're sitting around doing nothing and you're waiting for something, chances are there's somebody else that's not doing what you're doing. Why do I know that? Because there's sales in our company right now, thousands of dollars every single day, that are people who are onboarding. What are they doing different that you're not? They're talking to somebody. They're introducing them to Super One. They're saying, guys, let's get out of the traditional ways of making money. We all have had a good job. We've all had a major career. We've all had those ways of, I've got to sacrifice 40, 50, 60 hours for that company, and I'm taking away from my time, my family, whatever it may be. We've all done that, every one of us. But we all want what? The true residual income. If you put your time and effort in right now, next 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, that's nothing, guys. That's a summer vacation. That's you taking the whole summer off and doing nothing but just laying around. But what if you did for the next 2 or 3 months through the summertime or wherever you are around the world, and you put those 2 or 3 months of effort and you keep duplicating, monetizing, growing your community, growing the network, and all of a sudden we infuse a new product, you're like, boom, your sales go up, boom, your income goes up, boom, your confidence goes up, boom, all the things, you start bing, bang, booming it, you go, man, this is a lot of fun. And you start realizing, hey, these guys said what they said they were going to do, and they followed through on it. That's what we're here to do. Arthur has the same personality I do. Samantha also same thing, not only from an integrity point, guys, but we're here for the long haul, supportively, collectively, and productively. So for us, for today, to get the updates that you need, plug into the community network. We got our Facebook group, guys. Connect there. WhatsApp chat. If you're brand new and someone said, hey, get on this Zoom, it's a corporate update. It's a field update. It's information so you get to see behind the scenes of what's going on. I guarantee you guys, a lot of us don't realize all the functionalities. You know, with our Bali team, with our UK team, our Norway team, we got our Germany team, we got so many people, UK, we got everybody from all remote areas all working together in the same direction, moving Super One forward to be that billion-dollar brand that we talked about from day one, which we will do. With you, without you, we'd love to have you, but I'm telling you, build the community. Stop talking about the tokens. Talk about the game credits. Talk about the bundle packages. Talk about all the things that creates the excitement in this business. Because you'd rather go into the game with 100 people in your team or 1,000 people in your team or 10,000 people in your team. And now you start understanding the power of the multiplication. J. Paul Getty, guys, he was a billionaire during the industrial age, came to America with pennies in his pocket and became a billionaire during the industrial age. He said, it's a lot easier to earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of your own. All right, everybody, thanks for being with us today. Arthur, Samantha, thanks for all the things that we do together each and every day as we navigate through an exciting time here at Super One. Guys, really, it's going to be an exciting summer or winter where if you're down in Australia down there with Sam freezing her tail off. But I'll tell you right now, it's exciting to have you here today. Thanks for taking the commitment of your time, energy, resources, and believing in Super One because we believe in you. God bless and welcome to Super One.